Guys, it brings me no joy to report on someone else's bad finances. I am not Caleb Hammer. I'm not an expert. I'm not here to tell people how to budget unless it's horrible people that I feel deserve to be made fun of in these situations because they've done things a billion times worse. A few days ago, we took a look at Casey Tron and her giving up the money, right? She took the deal to avoid going homeless. And a few days ago, we talked about denims and how she's going to fight the lawsuit and try to own Ethan. And in that video, I said 2 down, 1 to go. And you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. Yes, this video is about Frogan and a very weird crash out she had, and I'm not gonna lie, I found this pretty funny, and some people might say, well, since that's kind of mean, this could be you. No, it wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't be this stupid with money or stealing content or fighting a lawsuit and begging for money. Believe it or not, I have some morals, very little morals, but I still have them. And so this will never happen to me, so that's why I could point and laugh and be like, you deserve it. So this just came out and it says Frogan gets emotional talking about how difficult streaming has been for her in recent months. Now, to give you guys a little context and before we play the video because it is hilarious, Frogan lived in Michigan, Detroit, and she moved to LA to pursue her dreams to be an influencer, as a lot of people do, right? I guess I would include myself in that conversation. The thing is, I never flew out to a different city to try to make it, especially if I could live stream from legitimately my home or anywhere in the entire fucking planet. I could be in Dubai, I could be in Japan, I could be in Europe, and I could still work from there, right? I'm not an actor, I'm not a musician, I don't need to move to LA to make it or to try and make it, unlike Frogan, who moved and then started begging for rent money. And we all know she's Hasan Piker's waiting room number 3. The first 2 are Casey Tron, Denims, and then Frogan. That's her role in this universe. In case you guys forgot, yeah, this woman moved across the country to pursue being an influencer, decided to go to a place that is so much more expensive than Detroit just to drown in debt and not make any money. Oh my god, there's so many things I want to say. I want to keep yapping, but before we get into it though, if you could drop a like and subscribe to the channel, that would be hugely appreciated. That could be my Christmas gift. You subscribing and dropping a like, sharing this video. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's let's just get right into it.
And Twitch streaming sucks. I fucking hate it. It's been bad for a few months.
Yeah, but just have fun with it. Like, if you have fun with it, it doesn't matter. Forget about the money, just have fun.
It's my job, though. I have to focus on the fucking money.
I know you do, but that's, unfortunately, like, you can't control the money. You can only control the content, you know? Like, you can't control how many people...
I want to say a few things. I think as a content creator, I kind of know this subject. All right, listen, Frogan, I'm going to give you the hard reality. You are not a good influencer. You can't do it. You don't even know what your niche is or your place in this giant chessboard. You don't upload. You rarely stream, and when you stream, you talk about the lamest things possible. Legitimately, no one gives a fuck about Frogan, okay? Sad, but true. Second of all, when she's like, well, it's been bad, and I hate it. I gotta work because it's my job. You do know that you could get 2 jobs. Believe it or not, there's people out there that have 2 or 3 jobs that are hustling, and I respect those people because they gotta eat, and if they don't gotta eat, they gotta do it for their family. So Frogan, you do know you could work at Burger King and you could also do Twitch, right? I've said this before, I'll say it here yet again. There is nothing wrong with getting a normal job. I'm not going to point and laugh and be like, haha, you flip burgers. No, of course not. I think that's ridiculous to shame someone for working. Like, come on. Especially when you come from a place of privilege, like, yeah, you're a fucking YouTuber, what the fuck do you know? And y'all, and anyone that says that would be right. But it's like, if you can't cut it as a Twitch streamer, then how about you focus on making sure you don't go homeless and get a job, whether that's Burger King or Target or whatever it might be. I believe she has a title. She actually graduated from university, so it's not like she's gonna have to, I don't know, clean bathrooms or anything, which, once again, there's nothing wrong with that. If there's a job and it pays you well or it pays you enough to survive, I will never shame anyone for that. Not the point of this, but it's the entitlement for me. I'm someone that believes believes that the world doesn't owe you anything, right? You gotta work for it. No one owes you shit. You gotta go and get it. Whatever the goal or the objective might be, no one deserves anything. You know what I mean? I don't deserve your money. I don't deserve a million subscribers. I don't deserve a multi-billion-dollar mansion. It's about putting in the work and hustling and being smart with your money, right? So when I hear Twitch streamers or influencers being like, I deserve 1 million views because my videos are so good, according to who? Or I deserve 20,000 live viewers because I defend Hasan. You are literally the shittiest live streamer I have ever seen, and I have tuned in to a Frogan stream every now and then just to see what the fuck it even is about. It's legitimately the most boring shit on planet Earth. I'd rather do anything else but watch that. Hand in the Bible, I'd rather watch paint dry in slow motion than to ever watch a Frogan live stream ever again. You know, I don't feel bad for you. You are a grown-ass individual. You're in your 20s and you tried it out and it clearly didn't work. Now you can go and get a real job. I don't know, it's that simple. Or how about this? You can do too. Before we keep playing the video, just a little fun fact. Before YouTube took off, I used to go to university and come back and do YouTube, right? At university, it was full-time, right? And it was far away from where I lived at the time. So it was going to university and then coming back to make YouTube videos. And that's homework and projects on top of the work you gotta do. So you could do both things at the same time, Frogan, until one thing takes off, then you can drop the other. But you can't drop the other without the first thing, which is Twitch streaming for you, taking off. It's just common sense. It's like, I will never drop out of university if I only had 10,000 subscribers or even 100,000. Not even 250,000 would I drop out. But there's people that do that and it pays off. But most of the time, it completely falls flat on its face within the year or two. It's a risky gamble, but if you play it right, it could work. Frogan went about it in all the worst ways possible, and she's surprised no one's tuning in to the garbage she's putting out. Wow, I put out shit and no one's watching. I'm not even funny, nor entertaining, nor charismatic. Wow, I'm shocked. No one wants to see a 400-pound woman talk about nothing. Well, besides wanting to make a cake out of 9/11. Yeah, I mean, these crocodile tears ain't working for me, boo. They're just not.
It's my job, though. I have to focus on the fucking money.
I know you do, but that's unfortunately, like, you can't control the money. You can only control the content, you know? Like, you can't control how much money people give you. That's not going to be something you can control. You can just control on how much fun you have, and then hopefully the money will come, you know?
I mean, you could just put out good content. I don't know, that's just an option. That's just a suggestion. You know, how about you put out good shit and people might watch? People might not. But I guarantee you whatever else you decide to upload would be 1,000,000 times better than the stuff you're putting out. And it does not help that you're incredibly annoying and incredibly unlikable. And you say the most vile, disgusting shit, and then you laugh and then you cry when you get backlash for it. It's like, you honestly deserve this. And I know that I said a few minutes ago that no one deserves anything. Well, I switch it to this person right here deserves their downfall. I don't feel bad, honestly. Like, if she has to quit her job, well, this online job, to get a real job, I think that's the best option. That's not me even hating. I think for the sake of your mental health, right, and your financial stability, you should quit Twitch, or at least do it part-time, and go get a real job that pays the bills. Because begging for money and having a little rent bar on the bottom right corner, legitimately asking people and begging people to give you money so you could pay this month's rent, is embarrassing. That's one of the things I will never do. There's a lot of things that I'll do, but not that one. I think that's just way too low, even for me. So, no, I don't feel bad for Frogan here. Like, womp womp, clap if you care that Frogan's going homeless, because I don't.
I guess.
No. It's like, when honestly, like, you can't control it. People are hurting right now. It's not a great time for anyone to, like, be giving, you know, discretionary funds. So if you just have fun, like, you're gonna make money. Like, do your fun stuff. I love when I see you. I was just fucking with you, but I really do like when you do, like, silly stuff. You're really funny at that stuff. Like the Joker thing.
Me when I'm lying. I don't think there's anyone on planet Earth that's alive that's ever said, you know what, the Frogan chick, she's pretty funny. I gotta give her some of my money. I mean, if Frogan is funny, dude, that makes me the fucking greatest comedian of all time by those standards. Like, come the fuck on.
You're really funny at that stuff.
Cap.
Like the Joker thing that we did together, that was hilarious. I'll come back to streaming if you do Joker.
Nobody wants you back.
Everybody.
Finish your fucking YouTube video first before you come back to stream.
I got yelled at today by my editor. He was gonna text you. He was so mad at me. I was like, I'm sorry.
Why?
I got really yelled at. Like I got fucking. He threatened to quit
Why?
because I kept changing it. He was like, if I have to edit this one more time, I'm fucking stopping. And I was like, I'm so.
You know what? I think I know exactly how these people behave and operate. And I have no idea who's on the phone, nor do I really care. But let me use Frogan and that guy as an example. They're literally nobodies, all right? They have zero online presence. No one knows them outside of their little sad, pathetic circle. The reason why, and I'm just going to be brutally honest here, the reason why a lot of people don't succeed, and the reason why these people aren't succeeding and they're fucking bitching and moaning that, oh my god, I can't fucking work online, I might have to get a real job. You should. The reason why this happens is because, here comes the bombshell, they don't put in the work. They upload once per month and they think that's good enough when it's not. There's only probably 20 to 30 creators on YouTube that are, I guess, decently sized. They can get away with uploading once per month. Frogan is not one of those people, because when she uploads, she gets like 1,000 views, and that's if she's lucky. It's a lack of passion. It's a lack of consistency. And how do I know this? Well, I'm a fucking YouTuber. I've been doing this shit for 4 to 5 years. I've been around. I know how this shit works. I know what happens when you upload a lot, like 20 to 30 videos per month. And I know what happens when you upload 10 to 20 videos per month. I'm saying this as someone that has the knowledge on how all of this shit works out, right? I'm not claiming to be an expert, but I'm just saying it's your lack of consistency and your lack of passion that's killing your ability to make money online, right? That's just the truth. These are the type of people that take fucking weeks to make a shitty video that no one would fucking watch, all right? Just to put things into perspective. And if that's your passion project, great, but does that pay the bills? No. I mean, no, it does not. And this is a perfect example of that. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, which if you don't, you should, link in the description. To all the people that follow me on Twitter, you saw my response. I said, let me scroll down a bit. I just said me watching this, and I just put Naruto laughing because that was literally me. I'm like, this is the funniest shit ever. Any psychologist that is watching me, would you diagnose me as a psychopath for laughing at this? Fellow unemployed YouTuber WestJet says the DoorDash drivers in her area are crying right now. I honestly do believe Frogan unironically held the Uber Eats / DoorDash community alive just with their orders alone, because I know that she does not cook. She legitimately orders 90% of the food. And when you factor in California tax and, you know, you got a tip because it's fucking America and you get a tip for whatever reason, your $20 fucking Taco Bell order just went to 30. Frog woman should return to the swamp where she came from. All right, bro. I didn't realize she made enough from streaming to not have a second job. You know what? Now I'm thinking, how the fuck did Frogan survive for so long off streaming? I mean, we all know that Hasan Piker isn't going to donate. That guy didn't even donate to Denim's or Caseytron's legal fund, despite saying that he would, but he never did. I mean, once again, if you saw my videos about this, you know the lore, if you will. I'm actually curious about Frogan's Twitch stats. I gotta look into this. All right, here we go. Frogan, peak viewers 400. I'm guessing this is of all time, right? Average viewers about 94. Is this right? 0 active subs. That can't be right, right? All time, almost 2,000 subs, which not bad, right? I guess this really does show you that anyone could get an audience. Okay, here we have the all-time stats, actually. So she somehow peaked at 20,000 viewers. Is that correct? That can't be right. Maybe this was during a Hasan raid, but 20,000 live viewers seems botted. It seems fucking insane. I'm like, I don't know how Twitch works, but I'm assuming, you know, if you've been doing this since 2018, 2019, or even since 2020, you would have been able to save a pretty handsome amount of money. Maybe not retiring money, but, you know, enough fucking money to not fucking cry on stream, embarrass yourself, and be like, I need another job because this one ain't cutting it. Mind you, those nails are gonna be $200 plus. Guys, I'm broke, but I still have money to do my nails. Welcome back, Frogan. It has the fucking Subway cap. Hey, I will take no disrespect to Subway workers. Subway fucking rules. I love Subway, and it's highly underrated. Put the fries in the bag. Like, genuine question, does anyone feel bad about Frogan in this situation with her? Because I don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I'm a psychopath. I don't know what it could be, but I don't feel bad for her. I honestly do not care. It's funny. I wonder if Hasan is gonna help out poor little Frogan. I doubt it. As a matter of fact, everyone's favorite finance amigo, Caleb Hammer, responded to Frogan, which I didn't expect. And he just says, "You're formally invited on financial audit." I would pay money to see that. Like, if he put it behind the paywall, I would pay like $2 to see Frogan go through it and just talk finances. That would be content for months. And it's like, if she's acting like this prior to the lawsuit, imagine, I don't even want to think about it. This is low-key kind of sad, but imagine how fucked she's gonna get if she gets sued, if she doesn't settle, if she goes all the way to court and loses. At that point, just leave the country, run away. There's a McDonald's she can work at and probably make more. True, you can probably make more fucking money if you go to Wendy's, Jack in the Box. Fuck it, you're in California, work at In-N-Out. Try not to eat the burgers, but go work at In-N-Out. I hear the hourly wage is pretty fucking solid. And honestly, all joking and ha-has aside, it would honestly be much better than whatever the fuck she's making on Twitch. How much could she be making on Twitch? $1,000? That is legitimately nothing in California. In my opinion, you need between $7,000 to $12,000 per month for you to live pretty comfortably in California, and that is with you owning a house. Because if you're renting and you want to get a cool place, you want to be like all the cool kids, you need like $3,000 to $4,000 for the rent alone, if not a little more, and that's already half of your check, so you're fucked. So as a matter of fact, Frogan, just get a real job. It'll make you more than whatever you make on Twitch. You cannot be making more than $2,000 per month off donations alone. And if you do, that's nothing in California. That's just gonna completely destroy you financially and mentally. And this person has a crazy idea that I've never thought about. They say, just get a job and stream when you're off work. You mean work double? No thanks. I only want one job. I'm that fucking privileged. But yeah, there we have it. Casey Tron has fallen. Denums is going to fall. She's slowly falling in slow motion. And Frogan is seconds, if not days away from going homeless. So I don't know, guys. I'm smiling. Anyways, please subscribe to this channel and watch all of my videos so I don't have to get a real job. I would kill myself.